Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are. Remember, you have greatness inside of you. Welcome back to another post-game Montreal Canadiens game number 70. Do not do well. Montreal Canadiens lost by a score of 6-3 against the Ottawa Senators and an empty net last goal of Ottawa. Don't go nowhere. I'm going to give you everything what happening between the Senators and the Montreal Canadiens. Yes, it's happening. The Montreal lost by a score 6-3 against the Ottawa Senators. But before we give you everything you need to know, I want to invite you. Don't forget to subscribe at the Hockey Nation Live Show YouTube channel. Please also click on the likes that will helping us to grow. Finally, tell me what you think about the performance of Montreal Canadiens against the Ottawa Senators. Let's dive in and the graphic to give you everything what happening between the Ottawa and the Montreal Canadiens. The first thing we're going to talk about, of course, we always go with the score sheet of the game and what happening between each period. First of all, the game started right away great for the Montreal Canadiens. The return of the Brendan Gallagher and the lineup of Montreal Canadiens. Right away, the Montreal feel it because the Dynamo Gallagher Gally scored the first goal of the game, is 6th of the season. Jake Evans got an assist on that goal. It was a turnover for Ottawa. Evans shoot the puck, rebound. Hoffman in front of the goaltender got a little bit pushed by the defenseman, and Forsberg couldn't do anything after the rebound of Gallagher. And that way, at 2:31, the Montreal Canadiens take the lead 1-0. At that moment, we have a review challenge by Ottawa Senators. Unfortunately, they lost the challenge. The Montreal go right away on power play. Great opportunities during the second of this first penalty for the Montreal Canadiens. But Forsberg was solid, make a good save. For the rest of the period, pretty even, honestly. Both teams have got put opportunities. Goaltender was solid in front of them. And we have to wait until 12:31 to see another penalty of the game. And this one was David Savard for 2-minute interference beside the net of Jake Allen. During that power play, Ottawa did not take advantage of that one to tie the game. But after that penalty, a turnover, unfortunately by Corey Schoenemann, a miscommunication of him. He thought his center is going to break out, and he gave the puck right away on the Austin Watson, and Allen was not ready when he come back after he passed the puck to Schoenemann to see the puck coming, and Watson scored the first goal. Ottawa tied the game 1-1 at 15:20, unassisted. Bad play by Corey Schoenemann. It happens in the game. For the rest of this period, nothing else. The shot was 11-11 after 20 minutes. Both teams have a one power play, did not capitalize on those opportunity. And we have to move on to the second period. And that period started a little bit strange because both teams did not, I think they was try hard, but no result until the Montreal get a penalty. A penalty where Cole Caulfield got a 2-minute for interference, and I cannot figure out why he got that kind of. Anyhow, Caulfield got a 2-minute right away. 6 seconds later, after the beginning of the power play, Tim Suzzle scored his 15th of the season. Tkachuk and Norris got an assist on that one over there. Great play between both three prospects for Ottawa, and Ottawa take the lead 1-1 at that moment, 2-1. But right away after that, we got Justin Barron score his first goal in NHL and also his first goal with the Montreal Canadiens. He did a really great play, go backwards from the blue line, looking to shoot a puck. Did not like what he saw, continues to go backwards, and at the right side of Andon Forsberg, where he was screened by Jake Evans, shoot a wrist shot over the glove of Forsberg. He scored that way his first goal in NHL. Tied the game 2-2. And right away, we thought this was going to be a great game all the way to the end. Possibly we're going in overtime. Then a little bit later, 7 minutes later, we got also the third goal of the Ottawa Senators. Great play. That one was an amazing, great tic-tac-toe between Joseph Del Zotto. A turnover by Joel Edmondson. And Tkachuk score is 24 of the season. Gave back again the lead by 1 to Ottawa, 3-2. And then 2 minutes later, during a power play, the Montreal Canadiens, yes, he did it again. I'm talking about Cole Caulfield. Score is 16 of the season. Gallagher got an assist, second point of the game. And then Mike Hoffman on power play got an assist and tied the game 3-3. Great play right there. And that Montreal tied the game right there. And then at the end of the period, Nick Suzuki knee Tim Suzzle. I can understand that part of there. It was not a very good play by Nick Suzuki the way he did it, but he did it. Well, first of all, that one. Now, Tim Suzzle fall and on his knee and lay down there. Then you get Amonik. You get White. You get a third player for the Ottawa Senators. Then Edmondson jumped on that. Everybody jumped, and Suzuki got really washed hands and cross-checking by Amonik. The result of that, only one penalty, Nick Suzuki. That's what I'm talking. The ref did not do a really great call. You have no reason why they not follow Amonik after roughing Suzuki after that one there. Suzuki deserved the 2 minutes, and they caught it. But after that, they let everybody, and this was not very nice, was not a great way, I believe, to respond by the referee. Whatsoever, this is complete, the second period. During that period, the Montreal Canadiens shot 11 times, 9 times for Ottawa Senators, 3-3 after 40 minutes. Both teams took advantage of their power play, and that's what we had. During that power play of the Suzuki in the penalty box at the beginning of the third period, again, for the second time in the game, Ottawa Senators take advantage. And this time, it's Drake Patterson scores 14 of the year. Tkachuk and Norris got a point on that one over there. And at the beginning of the third period, Montreal, again, for the third time on deficit of 1 goal. And then we have a penalty for Ottawa. Montreal did not take advantage of that power play. And we have to wait until 11:30. Colin White scored his third goal of the season. Patterson, Holden got an assist on that one over there. And they gave this 5-3. And I feel like after that, Montreal try maybe, but not good enough for me to come back in the game. It was all about Ottawa over the Montreal Canadiens, and we have to wait until about like 15:56, an empty net. Austin Watson score. Joseph Brandstrom got an assist on that one there, complete the score. At the end of the game, 1 minute remaining, we have an altercation between Gallagher upset to Tim Suzzle about his behavior. I'm going to talk about this the next couple of minutes. And then we have Edmondson, we have Patterson following with 10-minute misconduct. And that was how they complete the game that way at the end of the game. The shot was 12-9 advantage the Ottawa Senators during the third period. They scored 3 goals. That's what made the difference of this game. The 3-star, the 3-star Drake Patterson, 2.1 goal, 1 assist. Justin Barron scored his first goal in the NHL. And then the Brady Tkachuk, again, great performance with 1 goal. And let's move on to the next graphic I want to talk about is by the number. The shot are 32-30 advantage the Ottawa Senators. The power play Montreal is 1-3 and 2-4 for the Ottawa Senators. 51-49 face-off advantage Ottawa. The hit are 30-15 double for Ottawa over Montreal. 14-11 block shot for the Ottawa Senators. 28-minute penalty for Montreal. 16 for Ottawa. Finally gave away 21 Montreal in 19 for Ottawa Senators. The best player for Ottawa, Tkachuk with 3.1 goal with 2 assists. Norris shot 5 times on Jake Allen. Zizev played 20 minutes and 23 during that game. And finally, Forsberg played save percentage of .900. For the Montreal Canadiens, Gallagher 2 points. Barron shot 5 times on the Forsberg. Romanov played 21-54, and Allen have a save percentage of only 8-3-9. The next thing I want to talk about is time for the Frenchie Corner. Montreal last player scored 6-3. Gali returned 2 points. That's what Gali does. He go in front of the net. He bring energy. He's a great leader. Martin St. Louis talk a lot about him. His impact during the game. He's sometimes he will need to a little bit learn, keep his energy, and not to be always thinking you need to be the F1. So what he was trying to explain, he says sometimes maybe you have someone in front of the net, F1, and you don't have to go there all the way. I know you have a lot of success there, so sometimes it's all about manage your game better. But so otherwise, again, always, any team in NHL always take advantage of Gallagher and your lineup because he bring energy and the players follow him behind. And that's what you get from Gallagher usually on the ice. He's always show up first. He's always there for the players, for his teammate, everything like that. Our Ottawa better and special team, and that's for me making friends. They scored 2 goals on power play at the moment where they are needed, and that changed. The 2 goals gave them take the lead 2 out of 3 times yesterday, and that's meant sometimes change the momentum of the game. So for me, that's what Ottawa compared to Montreal took advantage of the power play, and the special team for me make its friends or create an impact for the winner of the game yesterday, the Ottawa Senator. The turnover gave away puck, poor decision. Everybody make mistake. I don't want to point to specific players because they make this, but the reason why Montreal did not do well yesterday, or they gave 4 goals, 2 on power play and 2 turnover. First, Corey Schoeneman completely gave away the puck to Austin Watson. It's happened. It is what it is, right? Then after that, another turnover by Johan Edmondson. Bad decision for his part. And then Joseph Del Zalo take advantage of that. Pass to Joseph, gave to Tkachuk, scored a goal, tic-tac-toe. And that's what makes it friends for me during that game. If you want to feel why the reason Montreal lost yesterday, because otherwise this game is tied all the first 40 minutes of the game. It's 1-1, 2-2, 3-3, and Montreal hanging there, and both teams play almost the same thing. We have almost the same kind of shot on the net, the same kind of power play. It's just the power play helped the Ottawa to win yesterday. Martin St. Louis talk about Barron, Harris, and Coach Luc. They got a lot of questions about the 2 performance of those players. First of all, Barron scored. He said, look, I like the way his skating is great. I like the way he moved the puck, and also his play on the offensive zone. You can see the kid have a lot of talent. He said the Jordan Harris, he said his decision of the game is great. He read the play, he anticipate the play, and also his position on the ice make him to play easier that game right now. He said, look, it's only, second, third game in NHL, but you can see the kid have a lot of talent, and he knows what to do at the crucial moment, and we like is how calm he is on the ice with or without the puck, and finally, we like is how poison he is. So, great comments about Jordan Harris from Martin St. Louis. Finally, they have another question about Luke Richardson. Richardson come back with a team after he missed the week because of the COVID-19 he got. He said, look, what we love for Luke Richardson, for me as a coach, he coached with the players, is how come he is behind the bench, how he talked to the players, where he's not the guy jumping on them or is a big voice. He said he explained to the kids, he explained how this works, but a calm behind him, and any moment during the game, it's not a matter. He stay always over the top of what's going on the ice. He said, look, I really like what Luke bring on the table for us. So it was great to hear that. Caulfield scored again an Allen game. What you talk about, Coach? Caulfield guy got again 16 goals. He continues to put the puck in the net. And this what he did yesterday, guys. It was something he practiced he learned from Martin Saint-Louis. A couple of weeks ago, we saw a clip of Martin Saint-Louis explain to him when he received the puck, fake it to shoot the puck, but move from your right side and rip the puck right away. And it's exactly Caulfield did yesterday. And we saw this on the Twitter after the game. It was great to see that, the move on Martin Saint-Louis with Cole Caulfield. Great opportunity. How Caulfield got it from Martin Saint-Louis. He did it also during the game. I like the play Ireland play with the Montreal Canadiens right now. The kids have a lot of upside down. Great shot. He got a 2-versus-1. Did not score. There could be a turnover of the game at that moment. But I think JC bring a lot. And I hope he can get more minutes during the game and maybe play on the third line. I like the play. He played on the power play, puck the move. He moved the puck very well, and I like this play so far. Montreal Canadiens. Martin Saint-Louis balanced the TOI yesterday for the whole team. Everybody played a double digit. The only player to play almost 10 minutes. Well, he did not play 10 minutes anymore. It's Rand Poland, but he played 9 minutes 30. Pretty there. Overall, everybody played those kind of 12, 13, 15, 16. Nobody played 20 minutes. He really split the time for everybody. Almost the same thing for the defensemen. Only Schoenemann played 15 minutes, but the rest play only between 21 to 17 minutes. So pretty much the TOI about that. Gallagher upset about Tim Suzzle's behavior, and he talked about this on the press conference. So what he did, he said, look, Tim Suzzle, he need to learn now when he got hit, all right, and he fall down, and then the trainer come to see him. Then he said, look, he come back right away on the ice, or he stay on the ice after that. He did it again tonight, but he did it for the last 2 years. He said the kid have a great skill, is a great talented player. He's great hockey players. I'm not talking about this. I give everything to him. But the behavior he does when he got hit, he got hurt. And then the trainer go to see him. And then after that, he come back right away on the ice. Or he's still on the ice and look, this is not what I like from him, and he upset me, and that's the reason I want to tell him at the end of the game, and that's it. But he's maybe right. At some point, you need to, if you hurt, get out, right? We teach the kid at 10 years old, 11 years old, 12 years old, you better stay on the ice. If you get hurt, I'm coming to see you. Right? He was explaining Gallagher. He said, look, I learned at 10 years old when my coach told me, if I'm going to see you, each one of you, during the game, I expect to stay on the bench after that. And he said, that's what he should learn about this right now. So he was upset about that. Martin Saint-Louis evaluation, read the play. He was talking about what he evaluate right now is to how the players read the play without the puck, where they anticipate the play, where they have to go without the puck. He said that's what really where I read or I evaluate my every players on the team right now. That's how I watch the game. Ottawa prospect, Tkachuk, Norris, Patterson, Brandstrom, Pinto, and Joseph. They have a ton of prospect. But I really believe for me, the two players they are over everybody else over there. It's really Tkachuk and Norris. The way Tkachuk bring the game, bring the energy, forechecking, physical, score, and the way Norris score is 31 goal of the season. I really love George Norris. Skate is good, but the stick angling, the vision is accurate. Have a great release. The kid's going to score a lot of goals in the NHL. The Ottawa Senators guys going to be a really powerhouse team at some point. They remind me a little bit of the Panthers 5 years ago. One, they opened the door for Barkov, Huberdeau, and Ekblad. And that's the way right now Ottawa's going to go that direction. So expect Ottawa Senators the next 4 or 5 years to be a solid team in NHL. Finally, I want the next game for Montreal. Montreal back on the road. They play Thursday night for one game before they return to Montreal again to Toronto. They play in New Jersey Devils. Another team struggle right now. And they lose Jack Hughes for the rest of the season. The game's going to be at 7 o'clock. So, guys, this complete another Bulls game, Montreal Canadiens game number 70. 12 more games to play for the Montreal for the rest of the season. Until then, I want to wish you, to remind you, don't forget, please, to click on the likes And finally, tell me what you think about the performance of Montreal Canadiens. And, of course, you have greatness inside of you. Have an amazing, blessing day.